Hey there, everyone. It's still New Year's Eve, December 31st of 2021. We're hours away from 2022. Anyway, I was just watching a YouTube video by a crypto guy. It's Jessie Eckel. I've talked about him before. I'll try to put a link to his video in my description because I want to paraphrase some stuff he said. But he was talking about if he had $500, what crypto would he buy? Now, before I go on with that, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, CPA, or an attorney, or anything like that. And I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm giving my take on this. If I only had $500, I would not buy crypto. To me personally, I think crypto is too volatile. But he brought up, and I would invest in stocks, and I'd probably diversify $500. Since there's no commission charges at all with many stockbrokers, I would probably pick 5 quality companies. Maybe I do something like this stuff off my top of my head. I'm not telling you to pick these. Some of these may be past their prime. I'm not saying you do this. But maybe I'd pick like Starbucks, Disney, McCormick. I'd go with a tech high growth company and maybe a cloud company. Okay. And I'm not telling you to buy those 5. I'm not telling you to do that. If you listen to his video, watch his video, he'll tell you how he would spend $500 in crypto. Okay. Again, I think if that's all you have, it's too risky to put everything into crypto. Okay. Not just yet. Is crypto our future? Yes. It's going to be a bigger presence than it is now. But don't put everything you have in crypto. Diversify. But he made a statement later in the video where he said something to the effect of, and I'll paraphrase on this because I forget exactly what he said. But he said, don't be one of these people that you save up and get $20,000 and then go buy a boat. Don't do that. Buy assets. Buy assets that will give you money. Then buy your toys. And I was just thinking too tonight, I'm on a group text type thing, and texts are bing, 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 coming out. And it's for folks in the neighborhood, I think there's like 20 people or something, that are going out on New Year's Eve tonight. There's a trolley tour. They're basically going bar hopping. And I know some of these people in there, I've spoken with about investing, and they tell me, like everyone tells me, they don't have money to invest. But I'm not talking about this night in particular, but all the nights that people go out. If a night out costs $50 a person, between buying a ticket and buying some drinks or buying some food, if it's a couple and it costs $100 or $200 or $300, and that person is not an investor, that could be you, and you're not an investor, why not? You're living for the moment, and you're not planning for the future. The future will come. That's the point I'm getting at with this. The future will come. I said in a recent video, I've heard old people say, if I had known I was going to live this long, I would have taken better care of myself. But I'm here to say, especially if you're a young person, if you're in your early to mid 20s, if you're 30, if you're 35, if you're 40, even if you're older than that, you can start today and not just improve your future, you can dramatically improve your future. Okay, do you understand that? You can dramatically, exponentially better your financial future. Why do I say that? Because it's happening to me. Okay, I struggled, I scraped with $50 at times, $5, $10 when I was younger. And it's finally paid off. When I was 49 years old, I bought my first rental. Now I'm up to, I backtracked to 22 rentals, 22 rentals. I'm working on possibly getting 2 more, which would be 24 rentals. But I have oil investments, I have mineral rights investments, and more investments are coming. And as I was telling my wife this morning, or earlier today, it's like, I feel that we're on the cusp of exponentially exploding our wealth. Okay, the last thing I want to do, it's like being a cop. You're counting down to retirement, and there's a police officer, I forget what state it was in, but he was working his very last night shift. At the end of that shift, he was retiring. And he was backing up another officer on a call, and I think he got hit by a car and got killed on the very last shift before he retired. That's what's in my mind. It's like when I was going to retire from police work, it's like, man, I don't want to do something right at the end to just get killed or disabled where I blow my retirement. Now I'm at the point where I'm thinking I could explode my wealth. Not explode, like I'm not going to be a next Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg, nothing like that. But I am going to change my standard of living. It's going to be improved. Maybe I even upgrade my house and this is a nice house, but maybe I'll get a better house. Maybe I'll get a boat. Maybe I'll get a Tesla. It's going to improve my quality of life financially, okay? If I can do it, you can do it, okay? No matter who you are. And if you spend $300 on New Year's Eve, just as an example, If you took that $300 and you 10x'd it, you got 3,000. You 20x it, you got, I don't know, I'm doing mental math. 20x times 3, 60,000, something like that. I'm not doing mental math good here. This video is kind of off the cuff. Okay, so, but it's that way with everything. If you skip going out tonight and spending $300, and 2 weeks from now on another Saturday night, you don't go out and spend $200, and there's an NFL game coming up in February you want to see, it's going to cost you $1,000, so you don't do that. And there's a basketball game last week that you didn't do, and there's a baseball game that between you and your partner and food and beer is going to be $200, you don't do it. You have amassed several $1,000s. You sacrifice a little bit. Now, I'm not saying don't do any of this stuff because you can't cut it off. But if you are a complete 100% non-investor and you're thinking you got to work till you're 65 or beyond, save the little bit like that, because if you sacrifice for 1 year and stop going to sporting events, stop going out to clubs, stop spending on whatever, if you just did it for 1 year, how much money could you save? Some people could save several $1,000s. Some people could save $20,000. But that could be your nest egg to start with. Because if you can start with a several $1,000s, if you get several $1,000s, you're getting close to buying your first rental house. And I always come back to real estate because crypto, like Jessie Eckel with crypto, when he buys it and makes his money, he has to pull it out. Okay, so he gets $10,000, he gets $50,000, he pulls it out. Same for stocks, you pull it out. Okay, now if you have dividend paying stocks, you get regular dividends. But when you get rental property, it's for a little bit of money, you start getting several $100s coming in. So you get a second, you get a third, you get a fourth. And you can get to the point where you can live off that money. Okay, because that's basically what I'm doing. I'm living off that money. It's paying my bills. It's allowing me to pay a mortgage that's $3,000. Do you get it? Do you understand? And it's all from starting. Okay? And I say this over and over. I have a small following, I know, and it's the same core group I think that listens to most of my videos, but maybe one of you out there, this can light a spark. You just got to get started. $50 can get you started. $100 can get you started. If you got $500 that you're going to spend to buy the next Xbox, but you can invest it, it can get you started. And sure, sometimes investments will go down. Could be crypto, could be stock, could it be real estate? They can go down, but if you get started, you continually keep investing. You buy when the markets go down, you keep buying, and it goes back up. You just keep at it. You don't stop. Yes, life might slow you down at times, but you don't stop. You just keep going. Okay, that's all you got to do. So if you were planning a night out tonight and you're going to spend $200, $300, $400, I challenge you. Don't go out. Stay, have a quiet night at home, and take that money and start investing. Okay? I'm going to challenge myself. Well, let me think about that, how I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to come out with a video sometime soon on my goals looking ahead. And I'm going to make them hard, where you might say, you can't do that, Mazske, it's too hard. But I'm going to challenge myself. Because maybe I don't succeed, but if I'm trying to get there, if I fall a little short, guess what? I'm still up here. If I don't challenge myself and I just kind of stay where I'm at, that's okay. But if I challenge myself to grow, and it could be grow in a variety of ways, if I reach for the stars and I fall short and land at the moon, well, I still made it to the moon, okay? So you won't always fully 100% complete your goal. Don't worry about it. Just do the best you can. But set goals that seemingly are above your reach, okay? That you can't just kick back and make it to there. Always set goals higher than what you think you can make. Shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars, settle for the moon if that happens. But sometime you're going to shoot for the stars and you're going to go past the stars, okay? I did it in 2020 when I bought 14 rental houses. I did not plan to buy 14 rental houses in 2020, but somehow it worked out because I was pushing myself because I wanted to get financially independent. So I pushed hard, and lo and behold, I ended up here and I'm financially independent. Lean, but I'm financially independent. Okay? So anyway, I had my pumpkin pie with whipped cream and vanilla ice cream. I think it gave me a little bit extra sugar, fired me up. So anyway, y'all take care. Stay safe in all you do. And I hope to see you sometime in 2022. Mazke signing out.